If you look at Lord Machanda, you look at him carefully. What is the first thing you see prominent in Lord Machanda? What is the first thing you see? The very prominent in Lord Machanda. What do you see? Grave. Lord Machanda is grave. Maria Purushottam, he is perfect in everything that he did. Everything. When I look at Ramachandra, I can see how he's very, very peaceful. No anxiety. It is not because he's the Supreme Lord that he is peaceful. It's because of his nature. Whenever we have a little anxiety, we are restless. We are troubled. Little difficulty. So we call it anxiety. But you don't see anxiety in the personality of Lord Machandra. No anxiety. He is peaceful in all situations. Even he has to confront so many difficult, dangerous situations. When we read the book, we may not see exactly what is really happening until we experience it ourselves. How do you feel you have been appointed as a leader? You have been appointed as a leader. The preparation to install you on the throne is taking place tomorrow. And you are told that you are no more a leader. How will you feel? Be peaceful? Vanchakal Pataribhyacha. Adinam Bhavini Vaishnavyo Namo Namah. Will you do like that? In the case of Lord Ramachandra, it was not just Ayodhya, it was the whole world. Perfect arrangement had been made, announcement, demigod came from different planetary systems. All the paraphernalia for correction all arranged, announcements were made. Everything was perfectly arranged. Not only that he was refused the throne, he was asked to go to the forest. Valmiki Muni said, anyone who hears this and feel the pain Ramachandra didn't feel, you get the blessing of Ramachandra. He was peaceful. Last man was very agitated. He was going to destroy the whole world. What kind of a father is this? Ramachandra said, you are not a son. The son must carry the order of the father on his head. Means is to execute it. If you are a good father, if you are a good son, or if you are a good disciple. Instructions you get from the special master are not always to our liking. The instructions, the services you get from the special master, they are not always to our liking. Some of the services are the things we don't like to do, but they are ordered to do it. That is the test of what kind of a disciple we are. Lord Machanda is perfect example of a perfect disciple, a perfect son, a perfect master. There was no difficulty for him. There was nothing like difficulty for him. We should read our books, not just reading. We should be able to participate in the flow of what was taking place. Ramachandra was very peaceful, satisfied in every condition. This is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching. So, Amarta Tvaya Kalpate, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita 2:15. One is eligible for liberation, who is called to happiness and distress. It is not just a philosophy. That is life for Ramachandra. If you want to do something, you should check who has ever done that before us. Ramachandra is a perfect example of this. Is equal to all situations, and he remained peaceful, no anxiety. There's no anxiety. So our philosophy is not just theory. That you just, something that happened, Treta Yuga. And what has that to do with me today? Let's say Ramachandra and Ayodhya, Treta Yuga, this is Dwapara Yuga, this is Kali Yuga, this is Kali Yuga. What has that to do with me? It has a lot to do with us, because if you don't attain to that nature, we are not going to Godhead. Therefore, he came to teach us what is godly qualities and how to develop it. It was peaceful. Everything was taken away from him. He has never in his life knows how to put in the back of a tree to go to the forest. When Sita Devi was to put it on, she said, how do one put on this thing? She doesn't know about it. How do one put on this thing? It is not a sari, which I'm used to. How do one put on this? Strange. Somebody has to come and tie it for her. And Lord Ramachandra's lotus feet is so soft that even the touch can injure the feet. He has to use that feet in the forest for 14 years. No anxiety. He was peaceful, happy. But he was conscious of the order of his father. We are conscious of the instruction of our spiritual master. Are we conscious of the order of our spiritual master? We are conscious of that. Ramachandra is conscious of the order of his father. That was his strength. That was his meditation. He was meditating on the order. My Guru order is my life. He was meditating on that. Throughout the 14 years, therefore he didn't feel pain, because he was covered by the potency, the mercy of his father's instruction. The instruction carried the mercy. It carried the potency, the power. So Lord Ramachandra didn't feel the pain and anxiety, because he was covered by the potency of the instruction of his father. That is a disciple, a bona fide disciple. He is protected by the order of the spiritual master on his or her head. That is Lord Ramachandra. When he got married and he was coming back to Ayodhya, Lord Parashuram came. When Parashuram was coming, Dasara Maharaj was in anxiety, too much anxiety. What is this? And this was precious time. My son he got married, and we are going to a kingdom with such enjoyment. The music was going on, so many festivals. We were thinking when to get to Ayodhya, so we can really have the festival. And the danger, earthquake. How do we feel in the middle of earthquake? Panic. That's when I was really disturbed. My daughter-in-law, my own son, with all his armies. And especially when he saw Parashurams, the problem is finished. He is against Kshatriyas, and we are Kshatriyas. So what is he doing? He's coming to kill all of us. He didn't see his father, he didn't see his son to be the supreme God. That is not ignorance. That is not ignorance. That's his lila. He doesn't see his son to be the supreme personality of God, even though he was told. But Vatsalya Prem is so high that one does not see it. So he was thinking, hey, Parasuram is the killer of all Kshatriyas. We are Kshatriyas, and that is why he's coming. We are finished. With anxiety. But when I look at Ram, it was peaceful. It was peaceful. The person who was in anxiety was Parasuram himself. I heard that you broke the bow of Lord Shiva. That is Lord Shiva. And you are bearing Ram? I am Ram. So if you are Ram, this is Vishnu. Take this one. Let me see. When I'm looking at the movie, this is what I was seeing. I was looking at Ramchandra, peaceful. I is so serene, so composed. There's no tension, no anxiety, not even slightly. He was so, and the beautiful smile on his face permeated the whole environment. But Parashara was in anxiety. You are Vishnu? I'm Vishnu. You can't be Vishnu. If you are Vishnu, take the challenge. What is the challenge for Vishnu? Srila Kavikata Goswami. He said, for one who is experienced in any field, when the time to perform, any difficulty? No. If you know how to drive, the car is given to you, any panicking? No, you get happy because this is what you know. You enter it and demonstrate easily to where we are going. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of God, what is anxiety? What's the difficulty? And Prabhupada also asks, what is the difficulty? Because he doesn't have difficulty. He has no anxiety. In the middle of anxiety, is it easy to manage an international organization? How do you feel you are managing two people in a house, wife and husband in a house with the children? How do you feel? It's easy? 20 people, we have 20 people and your base. Is it easy? No anxiety? Happy, serene, peaceful? Just 20 people, you get in their base. Anxiety. Now you're looking international organization. It's peaceful situation? No. Full of anxiety. You see, sometimes Prabhupada, a devotee said this, he will say yes. Another devotee said that he will say yes. And Prabhupada, you say yes, he say yes. So which one is correct? You settle it yourself. Because both of them, they bring a lot of problems. How to deal with that and satisfy everybody. So, Ramachandra was very, very peaceful, sweet. He was smiling. When Parasuram was vibrating, shaking, he was peacefully standing there, looking at him. You are challenging me and you are full of anxiety. He was peaceful. And he took the bow from him very easily. Not struggling to see how to handle it. He took it very peacefully. Took the arrow, placed it there. And he drew it to his ear. And then he pointed it at him. So he's peaceful. Parasuram is peaceful now. And he pointed the arrow at him. You challenge me. You challenge me. So I'm ready for the challenge. You see, nothing goes for nothing. Everything has a consequence. Then you challenge me. So tell me, the arrow has come. You must do something. I cannot take it back. This is how Vedic culture is so perfect, it's so organized. Everything is perfectly organized. So you tell me what to do with it. You make your choice. It will do something. Your austerity or your locomotive force. So Parasuram was in anxiety. If you challenge a person who is superior to you, you will always suffer. We should not challenge a person who is superior to us. We will always suffer. You see, even in material world, boxers and boxers, if you are heavyweight, you challenge a heavyweight. Lightweight, you challenge a lightweight. You don't see a lightweight challenging a heavyweight. It doesn't happen. They're equal. You see also when Krishna and Balaram were fighting with the 𝐒𝐤𝐳𝐴, there was agitation. No, this is not equal match. People should not allow this to happen. This is irreligion. Look at these two delicate boys. How can they fight with such iron like Chandra Mustika? It's not equal. But Krishna is always equal to everything. So Ramachandra said, my dear, please tell me. So Parasuram, he was defeated. He became humble. There's a reason. If you take my austerity, I can use my locomotive power to go back to my ashram and perform again. So you better take the austerity. All the austerity he performed for years finished in a moment. But Ramachandra was peaceful, no anxiety. It was then that Sarah became happy. Oh yes. Oh yes. We are now peaceful, fully protected. So Ramachandra came to give protection to those who have taken his shelter. Anyone who have taken his shelter is fully protected by Ramachandra. It doesn't matter who the person is. It doesn't matter. He protects everyone. Full protection. This quality you see in Ramachandra. As the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he knows all religious principles and he never break anyone because he came to re-establish the religious principle. He never break any religious principles. He is perfect in all situations. All his activities are perfect. When Sita Devi left, Lord Ramachandra performed 16,000 sacrifices after Sita Devi left. And as a Kshatriya, you can't do sacrifice without a wife. So he was molding images of Sita and keep by his side. At the completion of his Jagya, all those images became Sitas. Life. Jagya Sitas. 16,000 Sitas came to Ramchandra. Let's have union. Say, no, I took vow for one wife. We are Sitas. We sat with you. When you were doing Jagya, we sat there. If you are not the wife, we would not be sitting there. We sat there peacefully when you did Jagya. So we are Sitas. We're Sitas. They have to satisfy us. So Ramchandra, okay. No problem. I'm coming back in Dwapara Yuga. So all of you, you come in Dwapara Yuga. I will satisfy you. They are part of the Gopis Christian dance with. They did austerity, Katyayani Vrat, to you to dance with Krishna. So Ramachandra fulfilled the desires of everyone. Even though it is a big challenge, he was not an anxiety, he was not tense up. Nothing tense him up. He's equal. He satisfied all of them. Sruticharis, who were also meditating in Dandakaranya forest, they saw Ramachandra looking at his beauty. They became attracted. He gave them blessings. Dwapara Yuga. I was satisfied. So Ramachandra has sent so many souls to Krishna Lila from Treta Yuga. This is just two. The Brahman who insulted him, Ramachandra gave him blessing to appear also in Dwapara Yuga at his Kamsa's washerman in Drakilina. Then there's a tailor. The tailor made the wedding dress for Ram's wedding. The king asked him to do that, so he did the dress. But on the wedding day, when this tailor saw the Lord wearing this, he regretted in his mind. Although I made this dress, but I didn't do it as a devotional service. I did it as a business. How I wish I know this is for the Lord and did it as a service. How I wish I did this as a service. Lord Ramachandra, the super soul, had him. He blessed him. You go to Mathura, he become my tailor. He became a tailor in Dwapara Yuga. And then there's another devotee of Lord Shiva. He worshipped Lord Shiva with 350,000 flowers. Lord Shiva was so pleased with him. So Shiva asked him, what blessing you want? I want to be a devotee of Krishna. He blessed him, he sent him also to Mathura. Lord Chandra gave them blessings to meet Lord Krishna. So in Krishna Lila, the first thing Krishna did is to fulfill all these blessings Lord Ramachandra gave to so many devotees. He sent to him in Mathura. The first thing Krishna did when he entered Mathura was to kill this demon who blasphemed him in Treta Yuga. The second thing he did was to visit this tailor who made a wedding gown for him in the past incarnation. And he blessed him and gave him liberation. Lord Krishna told him, I give you the same body, the same color of my body, like me, and I give you the opulence in Vaikuntha. So he went to Vaikuntha. The florist who came from Lord Shiva, Krishna gave him 3 blessings. You have the same body like me, you have my opulence, and you also have my beauty. Beauty. 3 things blessing Krishna gave to him. From offering flower to Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita location say Pushpam, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Tuyam. So just flower he offered. He got 3 blessings from Lord Krishna and went back to Godhead. It's a blessing from Lord Ramachandra. So magnanimous, very, very kind. We should not hear these things as stories. And Prabhu said, tell us some lessons you should learn from Ramayana. All these are from Ramayana. They are loaded. Ramayana is fully loaded with so many instructions, so many wonderful understanding, the understanding we should have with our Lord, the attitude we should maintain in our Christian consciousness. Lord Ramachandra taught this principle. Then you see also through Ramayana. And there are many like that, so many. Hare Krishna. Comments? Question?
Thank you, Maharaj, for this wonderful class. I was having a question like, the show of tendency is there as we get, like, Krishna have 6 opulences, so if any opulence start coming in our life, and due to that, lot of show of tendency come, we try to show people that I have this special capability in my life. So how to come out of that tendency and how to get that simplicity?
Opulence is Krishna's paraphernalia for his worship. So opulence is given to us for his service. It is not for us to enjoy outside Krishna. It is for his service. So we are given the chance to serve Krishna. It is when we don't understand this that we contaminate the opulence of Krishna and become implicated by that contamination. What is the contamination? This is my ability. What I have is my ability. It's my karma, yes? But do we say it's my karma if we are suffering? Do we say like that? If you are enjoying, it's my karma. Cannot look at me, it's my karma. That's your own karma. But if you are suffering, will you be bold to tell someone, this is my karma, let me just pay for it? We will be blaming Krishna. Why me? Why not other people? There are so many people. Why do you give it to me? Why do you give it to them? So it is ignorance that's making us to suffer. And we're supposed to use it for Krishna. If you don't use it for Krishna, that opulence is punishment. It is not a blessing. It becomes a load to push us down to hell. Because we are going to forget Krishna, the source of that opulence. And now we use it to victimize, intimidate other people. Look the way rich people give charity. Just watch how people give charity. And people give charity in such a way the receiver of that charity is made to understand how he or she is useless. I'm your maintainer. You are useless, nothing. So it is not charity. It's an abuse. The so-called charity people are giving is an abuse, not charity. So our charity will, instead of taking us to heaven, it will lead us to hell because we are making offenses to so many people. especially in Kali Yuga. Therefore, it is very important for us to have this understanding, to have this knowledge, that I should use whatever paraphernalia is within my reach in Christian service. That is opulence. That is a blessing. It will help us to go back and back to Godhead. So the Prabhupada said, there are so many devotees in Christian movement. They are householders. They are working in offices, in a factory and other places. And whatever they in, they engage in Christian consciousness. They are highly renounced sannyasis. Highly renounced sannyasis. That is opulence. That they gave everything they have in the service of Krishna. That is opulence. And that is a blessing, not punishment. If we don't have this understanding, we are going to think that yes, everything is due to my merit, due to my strength. It is punishment. We will destroy ourselves by that. So Krishna, to teach us this lesson, Krishna brought in the life of King Nirga. King Nirga suffered not because of poverty. He suffered because he has opulence. That's why he suffered. He has opulence. He told Krishna, you know, if you have heard about charitable person, let me tell you, Krishna. This is how he introduced himself to Krishna. Krishna, let me tell you, my opulence is like, my charity is like sand on the seashore. Meaning what? You cannot count my charity. That is me. Well, this is you. Where are you? In the dark well without water. Huh? As a lizard. So that was not benediction, it is punishment. Because opulence was not properly used with the proper understanding in Christian service. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Maharaj, for explaining how Lord Ram is completely peaceful by his nature and able to deal equally with all situations. Like in our life, in our daily services, regular practice of Bhakti, many times I said we become full of anxiety, how to do so many uncertainties, how to overcome these regular anxieties in our rendering service.
We discussed how to overcome anxiety for 6 days. 6 days. we just finished it a few days ago. 6 days. How to overcome unnecessary anxiety. So, why do we have anxiety? Why do we have anxiety? Why do we have anxiety? We have anxiety because you didn't recognize Krishna in the Supreme Godhead. We fail to realize that Krishna is the Supreme Godhead. That's how we have anxiety. If you realize Krishna is the Supreme Person of God, He is the Supreme Person of Godhead. So what else? What else? Divya Thakur said, Krishna, if I have your blessing, what else? What about others? And if I don't have your blessing, what about others? Nothing has value if we have no Christian blessing. Nothing has value. Nothing. And if you have Christian blessing, there's nothing that it is impossible for us. Nothing. Nothing. Prahlad Maharaj in the 7th canto said, there is nothing which is unobtainable by devotee. Nothing. And Krishna himself is there is nothing which I cannot give to my devotees. Nothing. So we have anxiety because we fail to recognize Krishna's position as the Supreme Person of Godhead. We have anxiety because we are not surrendered to Krishna. We don't have faith in Krishna. And He is the supreme protector. He's always there. And what is Krishna's duty here? His duty here is to take care of us. When Krishna says, surrender to me, what is the import of that? Surrender to me. Surrender to me means I will take all the anxiety. What does it mean? I will take all the anxiety. So we have anxiety because we're not surrendered to Krishna. We are taking shelter of something as not Krishna. We have anxiety. That's anxiety. And this anxiety will continue to increase as you make an anxiety our deity. You start worshipping anxiety, you will get more anxiety. But when we tell our anxieties, our problems, that they are too small, Krishna is supreme, anxiety will disappear. It will be off the head completely. So we should remember Krishna's position. What is the weapon of the Brajabasis? What is their weapon? Brajabasis, what is their weapon? Brajabasis. Brajabasis weapon. Thank you. Brajabasis weapon is a stick they use to control their cows. What is Indra's weapon? Can you compare the two? Huh? The Brajabasis were anxiety. We're fighting Indra. Why? They have faith in Krishna. They surrender to Krishna. Huh? They say, oh Krishna, please protect us. Immediately Krishna said, don't worry, this is the anger of Indra. Yesterday he didn't give him his puja, so he's angry. Don't worry, I will take care of you. And Krishna lifted the hill and said, all of you come inside. They all came inside. 7 days they were in. Were they anxiety? What of Indra? It was anxiety. Not only Indra. Srila Swami explained in Hamsadutta. Some years back, the mountains used to move. But their movement is very dangerous. When they are traveling, like a plane is landing. If a mountain just landed in Pune, what will happen? So Indra cut off their wings, so they don't move again. Since then, they have been very angry with Indra, and they were looking for revenge. How are they going to revenge? And Krishna knows that. To satisfy their grievances, Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill. By lifting the Govardhan hill, he punished the resident denizens of heaven. So that was a revenge of the hill for Indra. Indra was anxiety. The animals on top of Giriraj, when Krishna lifted the hill, they were touching the heaven. They tormented all of them over there. With anxiety, they were running helter-skelter, where to go. A lion is coming before you, how will you feel? They were running, but the Brajabasis were under the hill peacefully, no anxiety, no tension. But they were seriously in anxiety. For 7 days, Indra was anxiety, while the Brajabasis were celebrating Krishna's not going to the forest the whole day and giving them pain of separation. That pain disappeared. They were enjoying there, but there, Indra was in anxiety, was suffering. So He has a thunderbolt, a weapon could is 1,000. You cannot compare the stick. So he has that, but because he does not have Krishna, he suffered. The Brajabasis have Krishna, they don't suffer, they didn't suffer. The anxiety is Krishna's anxiety. Surrendered devotees' anxiety is Krishna's anxiety. So devotees are free from anxiety because they depend on Krishna. They have faith in Krishna. They have surrendered life to Krishna. They have no anxiety. Whatever happens is Krishna who will take care. A child doesn't feel anxiety whatever he's going to eat tomorrow. Not an anxiety for a child. But he knows that my parents are there to take care. A child doesn't, when he's hungry, he doesn't know whether the father has or not. He come, Mommy, I want to eat. That's all. Because my mother is there to take care. That is how a devotee should live a life. Krishna is there for me to take care. No anxiety. When we act without Krishna, that's anxiety. So a devotee will not be anxiety when we are sheltered by Krishna. Our anxiety will be taken over. Dhruva came to come and punished the Pandavas. 60,000 disciples. You have a guest, 60,000 guests to take care. Who is going to cook for 60,000 people? Even if you're in the palace. But this time they're in the forest. And the Vasumuni came, calculated anxiety, we mentioned that. This calculated anxiety. He came after Draupadi has eaten. So her misting pot will not function. Calculated anxiety. But he failed. He failed. He didn't succeed. He calculated the anxiety to give it to the Pandavas. But Krishna appeared. When Draupadi called, Krishna appeared. What's the problem? See, Krishna said, don't worry, I will take care. I will take care of it. Don't give yourself anxiety. Go to the airport and bring something. Draupadi said, oh Krishna, I have anxiety, and now you also tell me anxiety. Krishna said, go to the airport and check. Something is there. Nothing was there. Krishna put it there. Draupadi is not a careless woman. No, she's very careful. You don't know what I do. You know what I do. I look at people by what you do, all the activities. If you wash a plate, I'll look at the age. If I come to your house and I look at your plate, I'll not look inside, I'll look at the age. And that's how I will check how clean you are. Draupadi was not a careless woman. She washed everything perfectly. Nothing was there. But Krishna put some vegetable there. Go and check, something is there. So Draupadi went there and checked. Really, something was there. Krishna said, bring it. Krishna ate the remnant of his devotees because of their dependence, their closeness. Krishna ate the remnant of his devotees. Krishna drank the water of Murari Gupta from his cup, called Dhira. He didn't drink from Dhira. Dhira is a prince, very opulent. Krishna didn't drink anything, not even one grain. Even when he was invited personally, Krishna didn't go there. He did with his devotees. When Chaitanya went to Gaya, the first thing he did was to drink water from the feet of the devotees. That was the first thing he did. Lord Ramachandra is eating from Sabri. What is her position? What is her position?
Low caste.
Low caste, low class, nothing. In the society, she's nothing. in a society. She is nothing. But Lord of Chanda, what does he eat from her? Her remnant. Lord of Chanda ate her remnant. She tasted food. Lord of Chanda ate peacefully because she's a devotee. There's no anxiety for one who has surrendered to Krishna. Krishna could come in any time and take care of our anxiety. It is Krishna who is protecting. It is Krishna who is protecting. So in our practical day-to-day activities, we should learn this. We should try to understand the philosophy we are speaking. We speak so much philosophy, but we don't understand it. Therefore, we are not applying it. So our scripture remain theory. So we have so much philosophy, but we still suffer. That is unnecessary. We shouldn't suffer. Those in ignorance will suffer, but not devotees who are in knowledge. As Prabhupada said, devotees are not naive, they are not in ignorance. 10, 11 purports. Devotees are intelligent because Nasaimi Atma Bhavastu Gyana Deepana Bhashata. Krishna is shining our heart with knowledge. By that he destroyed the darkness born of ignorance. That is natural devotee. We surrender ourselves to Krishna. Yes, we cannot be free from anxiety. Nobody is free from anxiety in this world. Nobody. Krishna himself, Brahmachanda. But they deal with it peacefully. So we should deal with anxiety by surrendering everything to Krishna and be happy. All right?
Maharaj, you mentioned in your book about hero worship. So I could not actually understand what it means. So could you please explain it to us?
Yes. Guru Puja is different from hero worship. Hero, personality cult. It is another way people say personality cult. And we're discussing with our friends the other day. Our project should not be driven by personality. It shouldn't be driven by personality. Our project, our temple shouldn't be run by personality. Means if the person is not there, what will happen to that project to be finished? But we are not impersonalists. We are not impersonalists. We are personalists. So what does it mean? It means that, yes, we are persons and we need to act as a person. But all our driven forces will be based on Krishna and Sadhu's direction. That's how our projects will be run. Our temples will be run on this platform. So hero worship means that when we say disciples, we have first class, second class, third class disciples. First class disciples, they do Guru Puja. Second class disciples, they do both mixed devotion, Guru Puja and hero worship. The third class, they do hero worship. They don't understand the relationship between Guru and disciple. They don't understand. The only thing they know is that, who is our Guru? That's my Guru. What instruction of your guru you are following? Nothing. But you just have a guru for fashion. And Prabhupada say, no, that is not the way. You should not have a guru for fashion. The disciples who are hero worshippers, they will always fight with genuine disciples who are trying to do the right thing. They will always have argument. They will always fight. They will just follow without understanding the purpose of following anything. We cannot adjust anything according to place, time, and circumstances. Hero worshippers, they are just one way. They have no brain to think. Jai Guru Deva, Guru Deva. But Guru doesn't exist in your life. It's just external. That is hero worship. Different from Guru Puja. Guru Puja is a full respect to the spiritual master with a full understanding that this person who will take me to Godhead is Krishna representative for me, and he can take me to Krishna. Therefore, I have a full respect for him, and I will show my reverence to him for what he stands for in my life. That is Guru Puja, and it should be done every day. Guru Puja is every day. Why? Because every day means we are renewing our vows we took in our initiation day. We are renewing that. The Guru Puja is when we renew the vows to keep the principles we promised to keep. All right? Make sense? Okay.
What kind of standards Grihasthas are supposed to follow for deity worship? Because most of the time it happened when we have to go to temple for the morning program or doing some lecture hearing. So that time we are not able to do the proper offering to Lord, and we keep some dry fruit, something like this. So what should be like?
That is correct, because we have done the temple worship. The temple worship is a priority. That's a priority. So when you have done that service there, then this one is taken care of. So you offer fruit and nuts and water. That's okay. That's okay. All right.
Like we do sadhana mechanical. Sometimes it becomes mechanical. So how to absorb everything in sadhana, chanting? How to be mood? What mood we should?
Bhakti is not mechanical, and we will not be satisfied being mechanical. And no student would like to fail the exam, right? We want to pass our exam nicely. And to pass our exam nicely means you should do the right thing. Attend the classes, hear nicely, and practice what they've been taught. Like, if you have gone to a kitchen to cook, and you just cook it anyhow, not with concentration, you're not focused, you just cook it. Who is going to eat that food you have cooked? Huh? You're cooking, you're not cooking to sell, you're not cooking with somebody. You're going to eat that food. Will you be happy with it? Or you just cook anything you like? No. So, in the same way, Bhakti is not mechanical. Bhakti means that we have feelings, we have emotions that we express in our activities. That is Bhakti. So we do our sadhana, we should do our sadhana with feelings, because it is for person. And this is how we are going to make progress. The quality of our sadhana and services is what we are going to, Krishna is going to see us through that. And that is how we are going to make advancement. So we should know this, that whatever I do, it is for myself, not for somebody. Therefore, I should put my attention in everything that I do, because it is my offering to Krishna. This should be our attitude. We are not doing any service for somebody. We are not chanting for somebody. Not for Krishna, not for Guru. Tomorrow is Solne Japataka Maharaj Vyasa Puja. So, a disciple will cook something, or you can go to a Governor shop and buy cake, go and offer to the Guru. Is that Vyasa Puja? Huh? Or you go to the kitchen yourself with feelings. I want to offer something to my Guru to make him happy, and with that mood, you prepare something wonderful. Will you compare that to the cake you want to buy in the kitchen store and offer to the Guru? Are they the same? No. And since they're not the same, do we expect to have the same reciprocation? No. So we should have this understanding. I should do the right thing, because whatever I do, it is for myself. Krishna and the spiritual master have designed a way to help me become Krishna conscious. We may call it Guru Puja, Vyasa Puja, or devotional service. Lord Brahma said, Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sam Brahma Sevyam Anam. Krishna already have the gopis who are serving him with affection, not mechanical service, not devotional, not service which is full of contamination from what we think our nonsense in our head. That is not devotional service. Krishna already has not only one, he said millions of those who serve Krishna with affection, with feelings. They all surrounded Krishna with that. Krishna is in the middle of that. So, do you think there's a chance for mechanical service? No, there's no chance. So, if you want to enter into the arena, you should do bhakti. So, Prabhupada, very intelligent, added service to devotion to service, to make the difference. Otherwise, service is complete. This service. Prabhupada added devotion to it. Devotional service. Because now this carry our emotions. It carry our feelings, our expression of love for Krishna. This will be our attitude. If you have this attitude in our job, then it will be chanting. To the services for hearing, for everything that we do, we should know this is our relationship with Krishna. So we should do it nicely. That is how we make progress in Krishna consciousness. We should change our attitude. And Prabhupada said that the advancement we make in this matter depends on our attitude of the followers. The attitude of the followers. Yes.
How to remain peaceful when we are humiliated?
How do we remain peaceful when we are humiliated? Humiliation will make you humble. We cannot become humble without humiliation. How Indra became humble? Krishna humiliated him. He came to Govinda and they did worship for him after humiliation. Brahma? What of Brahma? Humiliation. Dig Pandit, Chaitanya, humiliation. Became humble. The next day he came to offer obeisance to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A day before, he didn't offer obeisance to him. He asked, who is that? He said, oh, that's Nimai Pandit. Oh, that's Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit. Okay, Nimai Pandit. He's a small boy. Oh, okay. He's for grammar. Oh, okay. That's for children. Anyway, he's so charming. Let me just go. Just go close. Then he went. When Chaitanya would deal with him, the next morning he came flat on the ground. Chaitanya, who is this? Get up! No, don't do this. No, I will do it. I will offer obeisance. Offering obeisances would break the shackle of my material existence. He broke it to pieces. And Chaitanya Prabhu did. He broke it to pieces and threw it far. That it never came back again to him. So if we want to be humble, which is the requirement or opulence of a devotee, humility, so opulence of a devotee, humiliation is necessary. So how do we become that? Is first to understand the importance, the benefit of humiliation. Because when we don't know that, then we look at the person. Why did you talk to me like that? You don't know who I am? But when we know the importance, thank you, we will remain calm. Because now we know that yes, this is how I will become humble. Because if you accept it fully, you get purified. And Bhismadev said, if someone insults you, somebody humiliates you, if it's not a pure devotee, it's not a Krishna, the ordinary person, if the person humiliates you, and if you accept it without grudge in your mind, all the bad qualities in you will be transferred to that person automatically. All the good qualities that person will be sent to you also. Is it not wonderful? So we should remain, yes, when we are humiliated. We should thank the person who is humiliating us. Thank you for helping me. Srila Prabhupada ki Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki Nitai Gaur Premanand.